Inside the Prophet's mosque in Medina, an empty burial plot is explicitly reserved for Jesus, situated directly beside the Prophet Muhammad. Muslims recognize Jesus as a prophet, whose eventual return is a mandatory requirement of the Islamic faith. The Quran emphasizes his importance through frequency. While the Prophet Muhammad is mentioned by name 5 times, Jesus appears 25 times. He serves as a foundational scriptural link between the world's 2 largest religions. In the 1st century, Rome held Judea as a taxed vassal state, maintaining control through a heavy military presence. King Herod ruled as a Roman puppet, alienating his devout subjects by introducing Roman statues and pagan-style tourism to Jerusalem. This atmosphere of humiliation led the people to pray for a Messiah, a term which, at the time, described a military leader who would use force to overthrow the Roman occupation. Centuries earlier, the title of Messiah was given to King Cyrus of Persia because he used his army to defeat Babylon and allow the reconstruction of the temple. The public looked for a political revolutionary, leaving them unprepared for a leader focused on spiritual reform rather than military conquest. Political desperation fueled figures like Simon of Perea, who led violent revolts against Herod's palaces before his eventual capture and execution. Meanwhile, a group of fewer than 100 people lived in quiet devotion, adhering to the original laws of the Torah and rejecting the corruption of the era. Maryam, or Mary, emerged from this group. She is the only woman with a dedicated chapter in the Quran, which describes her as a leader for both men and women. While insurgents fought with swords, a different kind of change began through the devotion of an isolated woman. The Quran describes the birth of Jesus as a miracle without a human father, comparing his creation to that of Adam. Maryam faced public slander when she returned with the child, as her community demanded an explanation for his birth. In the Islamic account, the infant Jesus spoke from the cradle to defend his mother. He didn't promise war. He declared himself a servant of God sent to reform the spirit, a message that directly challenged the authority of the religious elite. These verses describing his speech and Maryam's purity are inscribed on the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. Jesus challenged the establishment by bypassing political warfare to confront the spiritual corruption of the era. Herod viewed the child as a prophetic rival to his throne, ordering a massacre of infants that forced Maryam to flee to Egypt. After returning, Jesus lived in the poverty of Nazareth, focusing his mission on fulfilling the laws of Moses. His spoken Aramaic name was Eashoa. This is phonetically similar to the Arabic Isa, as the letter J is a recent addition to the English language. The Islamic narrative of Jesus provides a documented point of shared history. His story serves as a pillar of devotion for both Muslims and Christians.